So, if you're going to see Alien Romulus and you're hoping for a great film experience, I can't lie to you about your chances, but you have my sympathies.
That was way too much. That was way too much.
Milk was a bad choice.
Hello and welcome to Woodshed Reviews, where we look at films old and new, good and bad. And on tonight's show, we are looking at the new Alien film, Romulus.
Are you sure you want to do this?
But this one's taking place between Alien and Alien, so tread carefully.
Very carefully, yes. I was actually looking forward to this because I felt like maybe it was going to leave Prometheus and Covenant behind a little, get back to the kind of old style of Alien films like the first four, bring in a auteur director,
Yeah.
let him have a go.
The Evil Dead film was pretty decent from what I
Yeah.
remember. It was a remake of sorts as well. And then Don't Breathe, that was pretty good.
I haven't actually seen that one yet.
Okay.
It's on my list.
So I guess we join a mining colony, a Weyland-Yutani mining colony, and this introduces our cast of 6 characters, is it? All quite young.
Yeah, I thought that was quite a cool setup. And I thought it's the best characterization since maybe Alien Resurrection, where they're quite distinctive and very
Yeah.
likeable, and there's a range.
Is this really where you want to spend the rest of your life?
You know I don't.
Then this is our only ticket out of here.
They're trapped in this sort of dreary existence where they're just going to be mining for Weyland-Yutani until their deaths, effectively.
Yeah,
And so they hatch a plan when a sort of space station, they think it's derelict, it comes into the atmosphere and they want to hijack it to get the space pods so that they can do a 9-year journey to this planet where they will have a better life.
yeah, that's a nice setup.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Romulus Space Station.
I suppose we should say that there's an opening before that where we see a sort of excavation team or something.
And this is the remains of the Nostromo, I think.
Yeah.
I wasn't very clear what was happening. They retrieve a chunk of something.
Yeah, it wasn't very clear what it was, but it turns out that they've retrieved basically the alien from the first film
Right,
that was
yeah.
jettisoned out with the harpoon, because you actually saw the harpoon out his back at one point.
Right, okay.
And that did kind of fill me with dread right from the start, because it's the sort of thing that I really don't like about modern films when they're doing sequels, prequels, reboots, and that. When they take something, they really kind of like get ham-fisted about like something that's quite precious about, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
It just kind of fell right off the bat. That was the opening kind of gambit of it. Like, yeah, we're going to recover the alien body from the first Alien film. You're going to see parts of the Nostromo that was blown up and all that sort of stuff. And I was just kind of immediately kind of like, right, this is putting me in a bit of a bad mood already.
Yeah, I mean, my bad mood started before that. I was waiting to go inside to see the film. I was looking at the poster. At the top it said produced by Ridley Scott. And he's made some of my favourite films of all time. But he also made Prometheus and Alien Covenant. And I knew he was supposed to do a trilogy of Alien films, a new trilogy, but he didn't get to make the third one.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh no, there's going to be Prometheus.
Yeah.
Prometheus references, there's
Okay.
going to be black goo. And I just sank at that moment. I thought, oh, this is not going to go well.
No.
We see a character from the original film.
Yeah, I guess we'll get into spoilers now,
Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, right, it can't be. And it was. It's Ash, played by Ian Holm, in the original.
Yeah, who's now passed away, but
Yeah.
his family gave permission. to
Yeah,
use
I
his
think
likeness,
I think you have to get that now, but it still doesn't sit.
No.
It doesn't sit well with me.
I do take my responsibilities as seriously as you know.
He's not here to kind of okay it, or anything like that. But
Yeah, I know. It could have been a different model.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's the thing I just don't understand. Is why it had to be that model. I guess, I guess the idea
Fan
is they've got-
service.
Yeah,
Well, it's an interesting combination of elements.
There was a few more callbacks to the other films.
one or 100.
Yeah.
I would say it's not just the Alien, not even just the Aliens. Alien 3, Resurrection, Prometheus, as we've said, they're all sort of in there, and it becomes like a greatest hits for the last, I'd say at least 40 minutes or something like that, possibly the last hour. Yeah, I hate to say like a fan film, but
Yeah.
it felt like a fan film. The characters maybe be okay overall, but they were a bit young, good looking for my liking.
Yeah, especially coming from this mining place. If you thought that maybe they'd be a bit more disease-ridden and worked to death, maybe. And
Yeah, they all look like they could do modelling in their
Yeah.
spare time and stuff like that. These kind of actors, and I'm not having a go at them for that. They're good looking, and fair enough, that's fine. But it's a bit of a change from like the original Alien, where I felt like Harry Dean Stanton actually had been doing that job for 30 years, and he definitely didn't do any modelling.
yeah.
Right.
They seem to have variety in terms of, genders and skin colour and all that kind of stuff, and ticking all that boxes, but they were all kind of much of a much in terms of characters for me a little bit.
Sure. It felt like there was maybe stuff cut out because there wasn't quite enough characterizations. Because you didn't get some of them straight away, but you picked up on them later on in the film.
Sure.
But off the bat, you're a bit like who's who and.
I do think that the Andy actor, whoever his name is, because I don't know who any of these people are, which is good,
Yeah, I love going into a film and you don't know any of the cast.
Yeah, it's just selling it on the IP alone, and it's going to get people. So you might as well take a chance with some new actors, and you can save a bit of money and stuff as well. So yeah, I thought he was really good, great performance, and I enjoyed that aspect.
Though he does get to deliver a famous line.
Yeah, I did actually kind of like really flinch with that one really badly.
It was a tough one, and they delivered it so slow. He delivered it so slowly.
What was that about? Right, I do want to dissect this, because go for it.
I think it was just to induce maximum groan effect.
Really?
For the audience. That's what I feel, because it was just.
Yeah, that's what it felt like, but I thought can that really be what it is?
That's what it felt like.
Because it felt like someone delivering like a punchline that they're sick of delivering.
And you're like saying, "Don't go any further."
Yeah.
It keeps going.
It's like that Simpsons meme where it's like, say the line, Bart.
Say the line, Bart! I didn't do it.
I mean, the line is, "Get away from her, you bitch." Now, it doesn't make sense in the context of this film,
No.
because that line is obviously built up so perfectly in the Aliens film. First of all, we know that the queen alien is a female. She's laying the eggs. So we know she's a bitch, if you want to. It's also that sort of rivalry between her and Sigourney Weaver for the mothering nature of Newt, So, and then when it's delivered with that sort of like that camera zoom as she comes out to save the day.
Get away from her, you bitch!
It's like, yeah, you want a punch there then.
Yeah.
This one I wanted to punch myself in the face,
Yes. I did love a lot of the alien stuff. The aliens themselves looked amazing. There's a lot of practical effect.
Yeah.
And some of the gore stuff was great, even though it felt like it was holding back maybe for the 15 certificate. It just wasn't quite enough, gory enough. But there's some amazing details, and when the chest burster changes into the big fully formed alien, the kind of alien pod, that was quite new.
Yeah.
That stuff was great.
Because I guess that's something we haven't seen before, but it's
Yeah,
implied.
sure.
So
Yeah.
yeah, fair enough.
So I thought that was good. But yeah, towards the end it just becomes more and more unbelievable, and you just wanted to end. And you got this big action scene, like we've been talking about, and it does end. And then unfortunately there's a bit more.
But you know that there's more coming, not just because you know it's an alien film and they've done this before, but like, it's like in the end of Alien or Aliens, the alien comes back at the end of Alien and the Queen comes back.
Sure.
But I would say that if you haven't seen those films before and you go into them brand new, you would not have predicted that. You would not be expecting it. You're completely expecting this in Romulus, because the pregnant girl has injected herself before she goes into her cryo tube. She injects herself with the black serum, and we've seen what it does to, we see like
a rat or something,
a rat or a mouse or something like that.
Yeah, I expect to see a kind of alien rat running about, but
Yeah. There was no sort of mystery as to whether she took it or not, because you see her kind of like going to the pod and she looks down at the vial or something like that. And I thought, okay, they're going to cut away and not tell us if she's done it or not, so we get a little bit of a surprise. But no, you see her injecting herself with it, so you're like, right, she's pregnant, she's injected herself with this stuff. We're going to go full Alien Resurrection now, aren't we, with a newborn? And
yeah,
we pretty much do. With all the action that we've had, it feels unnecessary. And then it does, you are kind of thinking about Alien Resurrection at this point, which I was not expecting when I went in to see this.
Sure.
You know? But again, it's just this sort of thing like, well, I like that bit from that film, so we'll just kind of do that again. You know, we'll have that line, we'll have that scene, we'll have that story beat.
That's why, I don't know. I think this was Ridley Scott's making, is it?
Talking about too many cooks in the kitchen. You're kidding me?
Yeah, it's just too convoluted, too much stuff going on.
Yeah.
Need to be a bit more focused, have faith in the characters, and it had so much promise to begin with for me, and it just it was a downward spiral. I was just disappointed.
So about a year and a half ago, we ranked the Alien films.
Yep.
With 6 of them. We left out the Alien Predator films.
Yeah, and we'll put our rankings on the screen now.
So where are you putting?
I think I put the original 4 films in the top 4 places. So I think I put Alien Romulus number 5.
Oh, really? Okay.
I definitely preferred it more than Prometheus and Alien Covenant.
Okay. I'm going to be quite a bit harsher. Because I edited that video, I remember what I said a little more about Alien Covenant, about it feeling like they sort of scrapped a lot of the stuff from Prometheus just to give us a sort of Aliens Greatest Hits sort of package. I said that about Covenant. Yeah, like I said, it just kind of feels like lots of kind of greatest hits of the Alien films kind of like smooshed into this one. I was not prepared for Romulus, so at the moment, and I'm not a fan of Covenant, I'm not a fan of Prometheus, but at the moment I'm going to rank it in last place.
Okay.
Below the 2 of them.
Gosh.
For that.
Whatever comes, we'll face it together.
Let's go.
So how many logs?
I'm going to give it 2 out of 5 for Alien Romulus. Decent enough start, couple of decent characters in it. Yeah, it looked good, definitely, the practical effects, like you said. But overall, I was just kept getting pulled out of the film time and time again by Ian Holm, catchphrases, recreating whole sort of sequences from other better films. Yeah.
No, I agree with you. I'm probably going to rank it a little bit higher, just 2.5. I agree with everything you've said, and I felt the same way, I think. I did feel there were some nice sequences, some really nice sequences. The production design of the colony was amazing. Cinematography, I did enjoy the characters. I just thought there was maybe stuff cut out. There's more to them maybe. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they should have been the focus, and it just became too convoluted with all sorts of references and bringing back Prometheus stuff and Ian Holm, all that kind of stuff kind of ruined it for me. Despite all that, it's great to see another Alien film at the cinema. At least we can something to talk about. And if you're an Alien fan, You'll be checking it out anyway.
Yeah, I suppose so. But for now, that's all we've got for you. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.